Zdravейте! Hello! We are Orfeia Vocal Ensemble, directed by Tatiana Sarbinska. Spring is coming, and Orfeia would like you to join us in welcoming Grandmother March, Baba Marta, and martenitsa, one of the most popular Bulgarian traditions. We'll be singing a song about Baba Marta and about martenitsa, but first we want to tell you their stories and explain who and what they are. March is the start of spring, and beginning on March 1st, Bulgarians everywhere will sport martenitsi, tokens made of red and white thread or yarn, woven bracelets, necklaces, pins, tassels, or pom-poms, like this and like this. They may be simple or decorated with beads and other ornaments. Some are fashioned into the connected shapes of a man and a woman named Pijo and Penda. More about them in a moment.
Martenitsa are traditionally given as gifts to family and friends. There are many interpretations of the red and white colors. White is a symbol of purity, innocence, beauty, and joy, and the red is associated with health, vitality, fertility, and bravery. Whatever the interpretation, martenitsa are worn to celebrate and encourage the coming of spring, health, and happiness.
You'll wear your martenitsa until the first stork arrives. And while there are storks aplenty in Bulgaria, if there aren't storks in your neighborhood, you can wear your martenitsa until you see fruit trees start to flower. That's when you can take off your martenitsa and tie it to a tree or to your chimney. Throughout Bulgaria, you'll see trees and bushes covered entirely in martenitsi. We've even seen them draped on the trees at the National Arboretum here in Washington, D.C.
In 2017, March 1st martenitsa traditions were added to UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. One of the legends about martenitsi is about Baba Marta, Grandmother March, and her brothers, Big Sechko, January, and Little Sechko, February. They live on top of the mountain, where they observe everything going on below on Earth. When Baba Marta smiles, the sun comes out, the flowers start to bloom, and the birds sing. But when she gets angry, she storms. That's why March weather is so changeable.
One legend about the origin of the red and white threads of the martenitsa comes from the story of Han Kubrat and his children. His 5 sons, Bayan, Kotrag, Asparuch, Huber, and Alcek, went hunting with their sister, Huba. Soon after, the Khazars invaded. Huba was captured, and Bayan stayed to help her. Their brother, Asparuch, sent a falcon with a white thread on its leg so that Huba and Bayan could find a place to cross the Danube River and escape. But the Khazars shot an arrow and pierced the bird, and its blood stained the thread. Bayan and Huba managed to reach Asparuch, who welcomed them and tore the pieces of white and red-stained thread and adorned his soldiers with them. That's how we have the white and red threads of the martenitsa.
A more playful martenitsa legend is the story of Pijo and Penda, the red and white yarn figures of a man and a woman. Pijo and Penda were 2 young lovers. Pijo was handsome, with red cheeks, modest and hardworking. Penda had skin like milk and dark, dark hair. They had a beautiful wedding, and the people were so happy that they immortalized Pijo and Penda in statues and in the martenitsa figures of a red boy and a white girl always connected together.
According to Thracian mythology, Pijo and Penda are the god Mart and the goddess Bellona, protectors of the Thracian soldiers. Legend has it that March 1st was associated with the time when men went to war. To invoke the protection of Mart and Bellona, the women tied red and white threads with beads to the soldiers. Whatever the legends are, the martenitsa will remain a necklace of beauty, joy, and love. Our hopes for the good and for the future will always go hand in hand, just as the white and red threads of the martenitsa are woven together.
Now we're going to sing a song about Baba Marta, written by our director Tatiana Sarbinska. This song is based on the words that Tatiana and her daughter Petya heard many times from Tatiana's mother. Grandmother March was in a hurry to give martenitsas to everybody. First, she gave to the children, tied one around each wrist. Then she hung some on the dahlias in the gardens, next on the scarlet nasturtiums and on the motley tulips. We hope you enjoy our spring greeting.
Chestita Baba Marta, happy Grandmother March.